Hey Damo, it's been too long. Thought we'd...
Damo.
Damo.
Yeah, Damo does all.
This is for Damo.
Yeah, that's basically what the channel's for.
Damo's channel.
Yeah.
So we're here at my place on the 24th of August. I'm calling it the first day of spring for us here in South Australia. Obviously, you Queenslanders have been having spring for about, 45 days or something stupid. Grass is growing and we have a new product, NSFW, so we're here doing some photo shoots. And so we thought we'd take the opportunity to do a quick walkthrough of my house for the last 2 or 3 of you that care. And the first thing Jonesy said to me when he got here was, you should just concrete or pave this area down the side of the house. So now Jonesy's in that camp too, which is really cool because that basically, you were the last one.
Yeah. Well, I could be the last one in the group or the last one to push you towards getting lights.
Yeah. Hydro lights.
Yeah.
I think we should do that. So the lawn has been left untouched for 3 months. For those of you that haven't heard already, I hate winter and I hate being in South Australia when the weather temps are kind of below 19. Or that we don't have direct sunlight. And so I haven't mown, I haven't weeded, I haven't applied fertilizers, I haven't applied chemicals. I've only just picked up dog shit. And
True.
It's looking okay. I haven't mown, which is an interesting one. So it was legitimately asleep and we've only just started to see some growth recently. What my process would have been if we didn't have NSFW coming out soon, I would have probably mowed recently, cut all the weeds heads off, and then had a core and a scarify and a fertilise and a wetting agent, and then we would have probably applied NSFW once the lawn was actively growing. It's a bit of an argument. There's 2 camps on this one. We are fans of get an actively growing lawn and then kill the weeds so the lawn grows into the area where the weed has died. Obviously, a healthier weed dies quicker, I understand.
Yeah, it'll take on the chemical a lot more efficiently, as taking up chemical, whether that's fertilizer, herbicide via the leaf, is a much more efficient way of executing the chemical into its stream.
But
yeah,
this here, I really want to do some before and after shots of weeds being killed with NSFW with nothing else involved. So we're going to spray today with the recommended amount of NSFW using the Solo 414 battery pack, which I've just pulled out of my garage, untouched for 90, 120 days. Battery's still in it. Turn it on. 3 lights, no worries, because I don't know where my charger is, so we're kind of screwed if we didn't have that. So we'll apply that. The sun is out. The lawn is dry. I do have my German Shepherd home today. He's getting a bath because we're that kind of family. We can get our dog bath professionally. I don't know when that started happening. I remember that didn't exist when I was a kid.
Nah.
You just wash your own dog.
We used to tie our dog to the basketball ring pole.
Yeah.
And just get the hose.
Yeah. And the dog's clean.
Yeah.
Also, while we've got you, we've just purchased our neighbour's backyard. So basically from that lemon tree that way. To get the fuck out of the way. We're putting a basketball court there, so there's going to be an excavator coming in and just destroying that lawn. So what we'll do is we'll blame the excavators for the damage on that lawn, not the lack of sunlight and care and thought into the design from me. What else is exciting? Oh, we've got a Lawn Hub lawnmower being completed now by Dazza, who is the master of Scott Bonners. We're going to give that away after Black Friday. I'll be very clear. We will have a Black Friday sale this year, and we will have a Black Friday sale every year for the rest of the eternity of Lawn Hub. It will be 25% off sale. So if you are thinking of doing bulk purchases and you want to do something soon, you could do something now. I just had a sale on my phone. Sorry, I just get excited when that happens. There'll be a period of time leading up to Black Friday, which might be 7 days. Yeah, look, we don't look after the backyard, I'll be honest. There's a lot of weeds going on, but we're busy people. We've got 3 kids, got German Shepherd. I've actually got 37 dependents that I have to monitor as well.
Somewhat.
That's not true. They have to monitor me. So it'll be a case that if you spend money in a period leading up to that, you'll get a ticket to go into winning that mower. I've actually bought 2 mowers. 3? 2. 2. So I'll probably give both away at different periods. So actually, if you've been following the channel for 3 years or more, you might remember me doing like a drunken spray on the lawn a while back with a concoction that I probably would lose any licenses that I'm allowed to. I don't even have any licenses.
No. Well, I'm pretty sure.
I've got a registered product now.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was either on Instagram or whether it was ours or yours.
Yeah.
where you've got a picture of the mix. I reckon if we can find that, it'll be like here.
Yep.
And
So
yeah.
I sprayed these over here. If you have a look, these hedges. I sprayed them because I sprayed the lawn and I had a bit left in. So I was like, rather than tipping it, you know, down the drain like all you guys do, no, like I would usually do. I'm kidding. This is not the serious lawn channel. Like we've got enough serious lawn channels. That's not marijuana.
That's a tomato bush.
Yeah. Has it been like this all day?
I've come down with something in the last 24 hours.
I'm not going to say what I think it is. Oh, do you reckon we should spray this?
Yeah, spray that. And see
So
what
yeah,
happens.
we sprayed these. We lost 2 of them, but these took a little while to come back. The one down there is a good comparison of one that didn't get sprayed. So yeah.
It really stunted its growth as well. Which is what happens as well when you spray a unfamiliar chemical on a plant like this, for example. The plant will stunt its growth. It's one of the main issues that roses have, and people find with roses, is they'll get a bit of a spray drift, and then for the next 2 seasons they wonder why their roses are shit. But
because they're roses, and roses are shit.
Well, I beg to differ. But we've got some pollinating going right here, Dylan. It must be spring. Oh, he's down here.
That bee's dead. You just took away all its pollen.
Still. Anyway, let's see what this is going to kill.
So anyway, what will NSFW kill?
It will kill it'll kill all broadleaf weeds, which...
So what have we got going on here? Sorry, Dylan, I know this is probably becoming increasingly challenging.
That's okay, that's what editing's for.
So these?
It'll knock them out for sure.
But it won't affect the grass around.
It won't affect the grass. You'll see here
Woohoo!
that I actually got paid out about this couple, when was it? When we released the NSFW. But these are quite immature plants, so they're not ready to leave the house yet.
Lawn hub channel plants.
Yeah, so they're not very mature yet, so they're still at home with mum and dad.
Like these ones?
Yeah, so they're going to die quite quickly. They'll take on the chemical.
Don't pull it out. We need to kill it.
Yeah, they'll take on the chemical quite quickly, and you should see a turnaround in probably 3 or 4 days. Whereas something like that in the back there that's 3 foot tall and could be the size of a child, that's probably going to take maybe 2 or 3 applications, depending on how much we're able to get that to stick to the leaf. Obviously that's where wet and non-iotic surfactant comes in. It'll help stick to the leaf a lot easier and won't fall off.
So we're going to mix wet in with our NSFW today?
We are. I believe the application rate is 20 to 40 mils per 100 square metres if using as a surfactant.
And it won't burn at that rate?
It will not burn at that rate.
So obviously for those of you that don't know, wet being a wetting agent, if we do apply it directly to the leaf and it's at the high rate, or at its normal application rate for a wetting agent, it will burn, can burn. It
will burn quite significantly, especially in the heat. Like we're talking 2-3 hours of if you don't water it in properly at the wetting agent rate.
Yep.
Yeah. So sayonara. So I've just wandered into Clint's garden here and found quite a large specimen known as wintergrass or Poa annua, or if any Americans watching this, you call it Poana. Essentially it is it's wintergrass, as we like to call it here in Australia. It will emerge in the winter conditions because it thrives, as you can see, the roots are quite shallow, so it thrives in wet soil conditions where it's able to create a shallow root system, as the water will sit in that profile there. And this is quite a big pole plant. Usually they'll be, and I just found one before. No, I've lost it. Usually they'll be, depending on mowing frequency and the turf type that it's in, they'll usually be about the size of this, usually if you're mowing them, but this one being in the garden is quite large. Unfortunately, NSFW won't kill this because it is a grass type weed.
It's called NSFW, not NSFP.
Yeah, so it's NSFW stands for not safe for weeds.
What? Fuck off.
But it's safe for all grass types, including your winter grass.
And Poa.
Which is Poa. It's not going to kill your paspalum, it's not going to kill ryegrass, it's not going to kill fescue, it's not going to kill zoysia, it's not going to kill cooch, it's not going to kill kikuyu, and it's most definitely not going to kill buffalo, which is our #1 asked question. There are other, obviously, avenues to kill those types of types of lawns, but yeah, it's not going to kill Poa. but I've just thought I'd bring up that specimen because that is a big specimen. Sour sobs. I hate sour sobs.
They're good, man. You rip them off and suck on them.
No, that's... We used to play a kid at school, primary school, used to eat them. We used to pick on him.
Yeah, I used to eat them. What the fuck is wrong with these people?
How good's my memory right now is Oxalis
Yellow flower uscus.
caprese. Dylan's going to put the actual name here, the scientific name. Let's see how close I got. The reason why these are so hard to kill is because the majority of people will pull them out like this and you haven't got the whole root. This root could be as deep as 2 meters in the ground. And what happens is it stores all its energy in that big tap root. So anything that gets sprayed up here, it's got all this energy to then recover. So like I said before, NSFW might make it wilt, but I have a strong inkling that it will bounce back because this is, although it's quite small, it's still, the fact that it's flowering means it's quite mature. So it's left home and it's looking at mortgages and paying taxes. So it's doing all that adult stuff. Whereas something like this, oh, this is going to be interesting, where it hasn't quite flowered yet, might have a different result. But anything that flowers, it's mature and it's left home. Still at home, relying on mum and dad. Or dad and dad, mum and mum.
Yep, perfectly clean, because at the end of the season last year I gave it a full rinse out and a clean and a dry. Now, you want to move your shit off my lawn? This is a real world how I sort out my lawn prior to spraying.
Now Dylan, what we'll do, right, is we'll do the power of editing. Now, from last time, I reckon there's a cup in here somewhere.
Did you find the cup, Jonesy?
Yeah, I reckon that, oh look!
Did Dylan catch it on camera or is he having a break?
I got it.
No, we got it.
I got gloves and a condom.
Nice.
Shake well before use. It's quite a viscous product. It's important to be shaking. Yep. Here's one we prepared earlier. And the instructions are in a little booklet attached to the bottle. So we need to find the appropriate dose.
50 mil in 2 to 5 litres of water per 100 metres squared.
Well, this is 160 square meters, so we should do 75 mil in 3.5 to 7.5 litres over 160 square meters. Year 12 maths, mate.
It's also very important to calibrate your sprayer, which we're going to do an updated version of that because it's very, very important. One of the second most common questions after is this safe for buffalo is how much water to use. But unless you know how much your sprayer is using over your lawn area, it's very hard for me to determine exactly. So I'll always try and give a rough estimate, but...
My lawn with this sprayer is going to get close to that 7 litres. One of the risks of not calibrating your sprayer is you might find yourself with 1 or 2 litres of product left over, which means you didn't get the right amount of product on your lawn. But there's also the chance that if you're drunk, you'll go spray it on something else because you're like, well, waste not, want not, and then you kill your hedge.
And then, in the last page of the booklet, safety directions. Harmful if swallowed, so don't drink it.
Well, you don't swallow it.
Will damage eyes. And now if you read the SDS, it's extremely bad for eyes, so don't get it in your eyes. Will irritate skin. Avoid contact with the eyes and skin, just to reassure that. When opening the container, preparing the spray, and using the prepared spray, wear cotton overalls. Buttoned up to the neck and wrist. That's pretty good.
Well, I don't have a button on my wrist. Oh, yes, I do. Yep, cool.
PVC gloves.
I haven't got them on.
Oh, you got gloves.
They got PVC on the inside.
Yeah. And
I'll go try and find some rubber gloves.
a washable hat. You can wash these. Hand wash though.
This one was washed earlier.
and goggles. But he's got glasses, so that will suffice. Wash hands after use, wash each day, and wash gloves, goggles, and contaminated clothing.
So I'm going to put a bit of water in first. So we're not applying it directly to the floor.
Which is also recommended in the label.
And agitate while mixing.
Which is also what it says in the label.
So we're going to put in 75 mils. I believe you need to stand back because you are not wearing overalls. All right, so 75 milliliters. So I'm going to do 50 then 25 just because that's how my brain works. We need to get me some proper rubber gloves, Jonesy. We're going to upset the people at home.
Yeah.
Lucky no one watches these videos.
Maybe we should sell PPE and call it a pack. That's
like
an idea.
A BDSM pack.
Yeah.
And it's just rubber gloves and then, but there's a ball gag in there as well.
Yeah.
Just so you don't get any in your mouth.
Yeah.
I've got one inside, I'll grab it.
I could work with that.
So there's a filter in these sprayers that will stop any debris getting into the pump. We'll put my measuring cup back in the garden bed for next time. Can you give me some more juice? I wasn't blessed with long arms. Otherwise I would have been a basketball player, not wasting my time with you guys. So 5 litres. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5, 6, 7. So we'll go up to 7. And we're agitating. Not too much because you will get... Oh, we need the white... Do you want to turn that off? Never work with children and Clints. I'll just go get a bottle of wet. Oh, here's one we prepared earlier.
It's like we'll organise or something.
It's like you thought about it. So we're putting this product in wet to help the NSFW stick to the leaf. That's 15 mil. What did we say? And it says here 10 mil in your 5 litre sprayer. Yeah, so
Yeah.
15.
Yes, 15. Yeah.
Why is
Perfect.
everyone freaking out, man? All right. Oh, that looks...
Now this needs to be
Should've
slowly.
got that one money shot.
Be slow pour.
Because it bubbles.
Because it bubbles.
All right, so I'm going to do a bit of a rinsey. Yep, that's good. So this this spray unit won't prime itself without a bit of crack, whatever, right? So there's air in the line. So we want to get the air out. Don't point the nozzle at your face. I wasn't pointing it at my face, but some people might. All right, so get rid of all of your 5 cent, 10, oh, they're 10 cents now, aren't they?
They are 10 cents. Is it New South Wales that don't do it? They'd be like, what's that?
I don't know. They got plenty of foreign investment. They don't need our cans.
We're inclusive here at Lawn Hub.
Unlike some of the other YouTube channels, this is not my full-time job. And I've got a lot of shit to do today. So we're not going to get rid of all of the stuff off the lawn. We're just going to get spraying.
So Clint is holding the spray unit approximately 50 centimetres above the ground, which is what it also states in the label. So he's going to go and cover the entire lawn. He's not going to just spot spray the weeds. NSFW is a blanket spray application, which requires a pressure sprayer such as the Solo 414. Any handheld pump will also suffice. We do not want to apply this with something like a watering can, as the application rate, as I've said, is determined or is used via a pressure sprayer, which will give you the maximum use of this product, which treats up to 1,000 square meters per bottle. So I think we worked it out the other day. It was about, depending on how big your lawn is, you can get it down to 8 cents an application, which is quite good compared to other chemicals which may appear cheaper but are more expensive in the long run. So Clint's going to spray in one direction, and then he's going to spray back again over the same area but in an opposite direction to ensure nice even coverage. Now those keen-eyed fans will notice that the nozzle that Clint is using is not the standard nozzle.
I've always had an upgraded nozzle.
It's the upgraded nozzle kit available on the Lawn Hub
Insert
website.
selling link here.
Right here. You get 2 nozzles with it. You get an air induction nozzle and a standard flat fan
And
nozzle.
if you don't lose one, you'll always have 2.
That's right. So the one that Clint's using today
Is the only one Clint has.
is the only one Clint has, but it's the smaller nozzle in the pack, which is just your standard flat fan nozzle. It gives a very nice direct spray. The droplet isn't too coarse and it's not too fine. It's sort of in the middle. So this nozzle is just right and will suit probably 99.99% of applications.
It's windy. Important to note, don't spray this when it's too windy. Wind's gone.
It's just a gust. Then the second nozzle, which is a larger nozzle, is an air induction nozzle, which a pre-emergent like Barricade or Spartan, they require a coarser nozzle, coarser droplet. It's just the way that the chemical's being calibrated. There's that word again. Yeah, so it's really important that you know what you're spraying and how to spray it. NSFW doesn't determine exactly what nozzle you need to use, so a standard flat fan nozzle or the standard nozzle that comes with a 414 will be fine.
Once this sprayer gets low, if you have a healthy BMI, you should be able to get it off of one shoulder. And then you can drop it, and the last corner of water or liquid will get used.
If rain is expected within 4 hours, don't apply. If thunderstorms or anything like that are forecast, you probably missed the application window. You want something like today, dry, no rain forecast. It's going to allow the chemical.
Probably don't want to be walking around on it too much, but
Probably not, but it's going to dry quite quickly today. Whilst it's not windy, there is a slight breeze, and it's also the sun's out, so it's going to dry quite quickly. So if you had any concerns or pets or children, the recommendation is at least 4 hours until re-entry. If your pets eat grass as part of their diet, then this chemical is probably not the one for you. Otherwise, just keep them off the lawn until the area is dry, which is up to 4 hours. In some cases, maybe more, but today will be quite good, probably 20, 25 minutes in today's conditions, and then we'll be able to safely re-enter.
all right, that is it for today's video. When I was growing up, my papa always told me YouTube videos need to be entertaining and informative. Now, hopefully Jonesy brought you some informative and I brought you some education. No, which one is it? Entertainment. Anyway, NSFW, Lawn Hub's latest product, kills broadleafs in all lawns, any lawns, all year round. So you can apply this in winter, it will kill the broadleaf and the other weeds that are in the back.
That's correct.
If you've got any questions about this or any other product, don't hesitate to hit up Jonesy via the socials, comment on one of our videos, email adam@lawnhub.com.au, or there's a couple of weirdos that go past his house, just knock on the door, say hi, he'll help you out.
My dog won't, but I will.
But yeah, he's got a dog. Anyway, make sure you like and subscribe if you are enjoying this content, or even if you just feel bad for us and you want us to have some minor levels of success. That's it.
Nonetheless, # we do it better.